Hello guys, I'm Jesse, and today we're looking at an incredibly fun side-scrolling shooter made by the creator of the indie hit Cave Story. Released in 2014 on iOS and PC, Kero Blaster is a retro-inspired treat for the senses that exceeded my expectations with its charming graphics, memorable soundtrack, addicting gameplay, and quirky premise. We'll dig into the details after the break. Kero Blaster stars a frog working for a teleporter company named Cat and Frog. His boss tends to bark orders at him, mostly through unintelligible symbols, but he does what she asks. She finds a new pet for the office in the form of a strange black monster, and it slowly starts taking a toll on her as the story advances. Armed with a pea shooter, Frog must clean the teleporters of these monsters, but he's technically a janitor. Unlike Cave Story, which has open-ended gameplay and environments to explore, Kero Blaster has the player working their way through a series of linear stages, running and gunning while platforming, like Mega Man or Contra. Your gun fires rapidly by holding the fire button down, and you can shoot sideways or overhead. There's multiple weapons that you can unlock and switch between, which have various uses depending on the situation. One example is the flamethrower, which can melt blocks of ice that impede your progress, but it's terrible to use in water. There's also a bubble gun that works well in the water, but is difficult to handle on dry land. Killing enemies will sometimes grant you coins that can be used at shops, where you can purchase weapon upgrades as well as other useful items like health ups. This game is pretty difficult, so there's no shame in grinding for the funds to power Frog up if you're in a tricky spot. Once you progress to a certain point, our frog hero can perform a double jump of sorts with his trusty jetpack. There are secrets hidden throughout the game to give you a reason to slow down and enjoy the scenery, and there's an excellent amount of variety to each location. The bosses are distinct and enjoyable to take on. Learning their patterns will serve you well if you hope to defeat them. If you find yourself losing, you can always save up some cash for an extra heart or a stronger weapon. I really like this system because it feels like a smart way to scale the game's difficulty. No matter how skilled you are, eventually you'll succeed. Kero Blaster isn't a long game, considering its $10 price, and hardcore players can expect to complete it in around 2 hours. However, once you finish the main story, an entirely new campaign is available that significantly ramps up the difficulty. Instead of fighting blobs, the nemesis is extra work, so it's fittingly referred to as overtime mode. I haven't completed this second run yet, but I'm definitely enjoying my playthrough so far. Overall, whether you enjoyed Cave Story, or if you love retro games like I do, you really should give Kero Blaster a go. It's another gem that could easily get overlooked in Steam's massive selection of indie titles. If you're not sure this game is for you, there's a free prologue called The Pink Hour, which you can download to get a taste for the gameplay. Do you have thoughts on Kero Blaster or other awesome games I should try out? Leave your comments below, and I'd appreciate a thumbs up if this video has helped you. I'm extremely grateful for the 100+ subscribers that I currently have. I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.